Hello smart investors, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Omole Glory and it is a delight to be here once again. Today we're going to be talking about FAQs, frequently asked questions by first-time buyers and even returning buyers. Number one on our list is: it is important to note that not all land comes with a C of O. Most times we get this question, but of course there are other titles apart from the C of O. Now you have titles like the C of O, you have the excision, you have the KZ, you have properties with a registered survey, you have properties with a C of O in view. Of course, in that regard, property's title has not been perfected, but it is in process. And you also have freehold, which is the state of the land as at when you are buying that land, meaning that that particular property is free from all forms of government encumbrance and any form of government commitment. So yes, properties have C of O, some of them, but not all of them have C of O's as their titles. In real estate, there are different plot sizes. We have the 600 square meters, we have the 500 square meters, we have the 300 square meters, we also have the 1000 square meters, and other sizes depending on the developer or depending on who is selling the land. In some places, they don't use square meters, instead they use feet. So you hear what we call 100 by 100, 50 by 100, and what have you. Now, in these instances, a lot of investors do not understand what you mean by a 500 square meter or a 600 square meter or even a 300 square meter. Now, the 600 square meter is a full plot of land. 500 square meter is equally a full plot of land, but the 600 square meters are slightly bigger than the 500 square meters. And in feet, you can say the 600 square meters is an equivalent of a 60 by 120 feet, while a 500 square meters is an equivalent of a 50 by 100 feet, and the 300 square meters is an equivalent of a 50 by 50 feet. So this particular question, it actually depends on the company, or it depends on the developer. In most cases, you will see the price of a property and you will see all-inclusive price, and in other cases you will see the price of a property and you will see statutory fees applicable. These are two different situations. In situations where they say all-inclusive price, it means that there are no hidden charges, there are no extra charges, and there are no statutory fees, depending on what you want to call it. All of the cost, development, statutory fees, documentation, survey, they've all been factored into the price of the land. So whatever price you're paying, that is all you get to pay. You're not paying extra charges. But in situations where you are told that statutory fee is applicable, it means that the price you are seeing, the price you are giving, is merely the price of the land. And in that case, it means you would need to pay for the development, documentation, survey, and any other fee that is applicable. So it is very situational. Of course, you can. In most real estate companies, we have what we call the payment plan. Now, you can do an initial deposit depending on what the particular real estate company is demanding for. After doing your initial deposit, you can decide to spread your payment for up to 3 months, for up to 6 months, and even up to 12 months, and in some cases up to 2 years. So yes, you can pay on installments. Once your initial deposit has been paid, you get documents issued to you like your receipt of payment, an invoice, and your contract of sale. Now, for each payment that comes in, you are always issued a receipt to show the amount you paid so far and the balance you have to pay off. And once your final payment comes in, you'll get a receipt showing that you've cleared up your payment and a date for allocation is fixed. On the day of allocation, you get your other documents, which are your survey, your deed of assignment, and of course a letter of allocation or certificate of allocation, as the case may be. The answer to this very question is no. Now, it also depends on the property you are buying and on the developing company, and also it depends on the location. Now, if you're buying a property, it is important that you ask questions. You get to know this particular property that I'm buying. Is there any form of rule or law that says I will buy and build immediately? If it is a buy and build immediately, then and you are looking for a property you can buy and hold for investment purpose, then you would have to reconsider. So bottom line is, make sure you're asking questions to know the kind of property you're buying. If it is a property you can buy and hold for a long time, or if it is a property you can buy and build on immediately, so you don't make a mistake when buying your property. Now, in most cases, a commercial plot or a corner piece requires an extra 20% or 10% of the cost of the land. Now, the percentage you get to pay depends on the developing company. One developing company can be different, or the price for one developing company, the interest rather, can vary from another developing company. So yes, a corner piece or a commercial plot usually attracts a little bit of percentage extra of the price of the land. Now, in most cases, like I earlier mentioned, developing company varies from developing company. Now, commonly, developing companies provide perimeter fencing for the estates, gated security, good road network, drainage system, electricity, etc. Thank you very much for staying with me till the very end of this video. I hope you find this very content and all of the answered questions useful in your real estate investment journey. Until I come your way again, have a great time. Good morning. Or you're still waiting until you hear